In the vast expanse of Punjab's folklore, the name of Raja Rasalu is not prominently mentioned in historical records, yet he holds a special place in the hearts of the people. He is a beloved folk hero whose tales are filled with bravery, adventure, and fascinating events. Many poets and balladeers have sung about his valor and his remarkable feats in their songs and verses. It is said that Raja Rasalu was the son of King Salwan of Sialkot, now in Pakistan, and the younger brother of Puran Bhagat. Rasalu was born in Salwan's old age to Queen Luna, the same queen who had caused the misfortune of his elder brother, Puran, by falsely accusing him. When Rasalu was born, joy spread throughout the kingdom. The entire city of Sialkot celebrated his birth with lighting lamps of clarified butter and distributing alms to the poor. However, the kingdom's astrologers foretold a troubling prophecy. "O king, the child must not set foot outside the palace for 12 years. If he does, it will spell your doom." King Salwan, consumed by fear and superstition, issued a strange decree. After consulting his ministers, he ordered, Rasalu must be kept in confinement for 12 years. What kind of father would be so easily swayed by fear to imprison his own son, who had been born amidst so much joy? Queen Luna wept for her child, yearning to sing him lullabies, but the prince was sent to live in isolation in a separate palace. There, Rasalu had every comfort and luxury at his disposal, except for one thing, the freedom to roam outside. 2 boys, the son of a carpenter and the son of a goldsmith, were assigned to keep him company, while a wet nurse cared for his upbringing. Deprived of his mother's love, Rasalu grew up, passing days, months, and years in solitude. To ensure he was prepared for royal duties, he received special training in horseback riding, archery, swordsmanship, and martial arts. His body became strong and muscular, a perfect specimen of youthful vigor and skill. But no matter how luxurious his prison, his youthful spirit longed for freedom. The strict royal decree couldn't contain him for long, and Rasalu began sneaking out of the palace. Rasalu, with his fine steed and keen desire for adventure, started roaming the city. He became known for his charm and handsome appearance, and he indulged in a mischievous hobby, using his slingshot to break the water pitchers of young maidens as they went to the well to fetch water. The maidens complained to Queen Luna about Rasalu's pranks, and in response, she gave them metal pitchers instead of clay ones. But Rasalu, not one to be easily deterred, used his bow and arrows to puncture even the metal pitchers. The complaints about Rasalu's antics soon reached the royal court. King Salwan, who feared that Rasalu's mischief would anger the citizens, made a dramatic decision. To signal Rasalu's banishment, the king ordered a statue of his son to be placed at the city gates, a sign that Rasalu was no longer welcome in Sialkot. When Rasalu returned from hunting and saw the statue at the city's entrance, he understood that his father had exiled him. Respecting his father's wishes, he left the city without protest. Taking a few trusted warriors with him, Rasalu set out on his horse, fully armed, in search of new lands and adventures. The adventures of Raja Rasalu. As Rasalu ventured beyond Sialkot, stories of his bravery, beauty, and noble demeanor began to spread far and wide. Many princesses, hearing of his charm and heroic feats, longed to meet him. In his travels, Rasalu reached the city of Neil, where he encountered an elderly woman weeping bitterly at the gates. Moved by her sorrow, Rasalu asked, "Mother, what is it that troubles you so deeply?" The old woman, tears streaming from her eyes, replied, "O son, what can I say? I am the mother of 7 sons. In this land, nearby lies the kingdom of man-eating demons who demand a young man as a sacrifice every day. One by one, all my sons have been devoured by these demons, and today it is the turn of my youngest." Hearing the old woman's plight, Rasalu's heart softened. "Mother, do not worry," he reassured her. "I will take your son's place today. Let me face the demons." The woman, though initially hesitant, was relieved. She showered Rasalu with blessings as he prepared to confront the demons. Armed with his sword and riding his majestic horse, Rasalu was led to the demons' domain. When the demons saw Rasalu, their leader immediately lunged at him, But Rasalu, swift and strong, struck him down with a single blow of his sword. One by one, the other demons fell as Rasalu's blade slashed through their monstrous forms. The demons, terrified by the fierce warrior, fled into the mountains. Rasalu had rid the city of Neil from its darkest fear. The citizens of Neil rejoiced and celebrated Rasalu's victory, hailing him as their savior. Word of Rasalu's heroism spread to the nearby kingdom of Harachand, where the king welcomed Rasalu as an honored guest. King Harachand had heard of Rasalu's lineage, knowing that he was the son of King Salwan. During his stay, Rasalu often went hunting or spent time playing board games with Harachand's warriors. Unbeknownst to him, Harachand's daughter, the beautiful Princess Shikini, had fallen deeply in love with him. She had seen Rasalu's prowess and grace from afar, and her heart yearned for him. One day, Rasalu encountered Shikini in the palace gardens, and they were both smitten by each other's beauty and charm. With tender words, they expressed their love for one another. Princess Shikini then approached her father and asked for his permission to marry Rasalu. Knowing Rasalu's noble status and great valor, King Harachand agreed to their union. Rasalu and Shikini's marriage was a grand affair, and they spent many happy days together in Harachand's palace. However, Rasalu's restless spirit soon called him to seek further adventures. He continued his journey, leaving behind his beloved wife with the promise that he would return. The encounter with Raja Sirakap. One of Rasalu's most dangerous encounters came when he crossed paths with Raja Sirakap, a deceitful and cruel king who had a notorious reputation for playing deadly games. Sirakap was infamous for challenging travelers to a game of dice, where the stakes were their lives. If the opponent lost, Sirakap would behead them. When Rasalu arrived at Sirakap city, he was immediately noticed by Sirakap's beautiful daughter, who was captivated by Rasalu's handsome appearance. She playfully challenged him, "Oh, traveler, would you care to prove your strength by swinging us high on this swing?" Rasalu, ever confident, accepted the challenge, and with a mighty push, he sent the swing soaring into the sky. The princess and her maidens squealed in delight, but as the swing reached its peak, Rasalu, in a show of daring, cut the ropes, sending them tumbling safely to the ground. Much to their astonishment, Raja Sirakap, hearing of Rasalu's arrival, invited him to a game of dice. The stakes were high, Rasalu's life or Sirakap's kingdom. Confident in his skills, Rasalu accepted the challenge. The game began, and as they played, Rasalu could sense Sirakap's treachery. But Rasalu's cleverness and skill in the game were unmatched. He won the game, leaving Sirakap humiliated and powerless. As per the wager, Sirakap was forced to surrender his kingdom to Rasalu, but Rasalu, showing mercy, spared his life. Sirakap, now defeated and humbled, swore never to deceive anyone again. Thus, Raja Rasalu's legend grew, with each adventure adding to his fame. He became known not only for his strength and courage, but also for his wisdom and kindness. The people across many lands sang songs of his deeds, and his name became synonymous with heroism in the folklore of Punjab. Raja Rasalu's life, filled with adventure, love, and bravery, reflects the timeless values of courage, honor, and the pursuit of justice. His legend lives on in the tales told by poets and storytellers, inspiring generations to come.